Or Tibet, or we could give him a pass, but bloody France.
Yeah.
Hey.
Here comes Foodie. Here comes Barbo. Or maybe Dave. Who knows?
Oh, they're all coming in like bloody flies around shit.
Here comes Alistair.
Hey, Alistair.
And Barbo.
Barbo.
Hey,
Alistair. How's married life treating you, Bobo?
it's all good. It's all good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a busy time, guys. Very busy. With family had a good time in Abu Dhabi. It's first time there. I had 4 days there, and then I had the time in Dubai. It was good, and then in the Philippines. So, but I'm back into the valleys now. Yeah. So,
I nearly sent my daughter over to give you a personal wedding present.
Oh, that would have been nice.
She lives in Dubai.
Yeah.
And then she actually works in Abu Dhabi.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's pretty easy to get there. So it's only an hour and a half in the car. So
yeah. She travels it every day.
Yeah, no, it's a straight road, so nice and easy. Yeah. And how is everybody? Yeah. Everyone okay?
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah. Hey, we've got a new man on the scene here, Foxy.
G'day, boys. How you doing?
How you going?
Foxy.
Nice to see you all.
Yeah.
Everyone's looking reasonably well, a bit older, a bit more wrinkled and greyer since I've seen you last, and in my own case, a bit bolder. But
talk about yourself, Foxy.
Hey?
Nice to see you, mate.
You'll get used to it, mate. There's a lot of shit goes on in here.
Yeah, he's not. Yeah, but he's not arrived yet.
Not arrived yet.
He's not going to. He's in France.
Not him.
No,
we've talked about Mackie.
Okay, so
where's Foxy gone?
I'm here.
It all jumbled round.
So, Mr. Foxy, this is the Colonel here.
Hello.
Do you have a discharge picture you can send us?
Not with me, no.
Oh, no, okay. Well, I'll tell you what, did you have a picture from your days on the ships, an old vintage picture?
No, that I can send you one. I can send you one.
I can probably find one for you, Colonel.
Oh shit.
Okay. Okay, great. Appreciate it.
I want you to send one of me, Dave. Yeah. I've got a few. I've got some and Chalky. Tony Maguire. He sent me one of me when I was a young PRS. I got another one when I was a barman, and there was a few others. There was Jill Zanelin, or Jill Carruthers as was. She sent me one through, and I was looking and thinking, who's that bloody idiot in the middle? And then realised it was me. Just didn't recognise myself.
Hi, Alistair.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, Alistair.
All right.
Listen, I need to make a cup of tea. The kettle's just boiled. I've just had to drive over from your girlfriend's place.
Oh, girlfriend, wow.
Hey?
Yeah.
Right.
All right.
It looks cold, Alistair, where you are.
Yeah, it's hang on. It's 8 degrees,
Cold.
but the sun's out.
Yeah, good. That's good. Mm.
Have you got Storm Kathleen up there, Alistair?
Yeah, we had a horrendous wind yesterday.
Yeah, we've got it today. Well, yesterday and today.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it wasn't
today. It's a bit breezy, but it's all right.
Yeah.
wasn't too bad in the valleys. I was in the
Well,
Rhondda.
What's this about the flooding in Sydney, Martin?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, horrendous. I was just gonna mention it. It was we're about 10 minutes away from the Nepean River.
Yeah.
And it rose about 14 meters.
What?
Yep.
That's a lot.
It does it a lot now. And everybody who lives around the North Richmond and Windsor area, as you know, Bobo, they just get inundated. Yeah. And now they can't get insurance. They can't sell their houses.
Oh,
it's
dear.
a bloody nightmare.
No good.
Yeah. A bit like Worcester. Yeah. I've seen the floods in Worcester, and they're pretty bad as well.
Yeah. Well, so I had the floods in Dubai on that Saturday.
Yeah.
Did your daughter tell you about the floods in Dubai?
No, she didn't. Funny enough, she's in Mumbai at the moment.
Okay, a couple of weeks ago, and I was to have my reception on the yacht, and on the Saturday it just poured, and there was floods everywhere. It was awful. I'm talking about really bad. I've never seen anything like it. Yeah.
Wow.
Anyway, cleared itself up.
Yeah.
Morning, gentlemen. Good morning.
Morning.
Could you tell me, is it day or night? Is it day or night there?
It's evening. It is 6 o'clock, but we had daylight saving. So
no, it's just I get very confused when you don't know whether it's night or day, morning or evening.
Well, you would, dear. Maybe we should.
Well, the message
I'll say no more.
Yeah,
has anybody introduced Foxy? Colonel?
No,
yes, if you'd have been here on time, you'd have known, Macca.
Whoa. I was hopefully waiting for Foxy to get in first. How are you, Tony?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. Thank you. Not bad. Not bad for a day.
Okay, so Tony, can you give us a brief history of your sea life when you went to sea? What ship you were on? What rank you were?
Okay, I went to sea out of the peanut factory.
He's one of us. Yes.
As you all know, Ray Zachary. I was at sea school at the same time as Ray.
Yeah.
Hold on, I've got one of these gas-operated bloody swivel chairs, and the sodden thing keeps. Yes, it keeps sinking as I'm talking. That might be appropriate. Right, went to sea 1978, 17th of February. Just for the record, I'm still at sea now.
There she is, behind Fruity.
Yeah. That's when I was 18 on the Oriana.
Yeah, you're a camp old queen back then, dear, weren't you?
I'll tell you what, mate, Camp Zero ship on tents with all the fairy lights at Christmas and the tinsel.
I heard you used to lead the Conga, Macca.
Behind you, dear. How did you forget? Good heavens, what a memory you got. Obviously your rear mirror wasn't working then, Fruity. Somebody else was.
Nothing like a bitch in the morning, is there?
It wasn't the mirror, dear.
So what time is it in Australia now?
Just gone 6 o'clock.
Just gone 6
PM. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
6
My
p.m.
lovely wife come back from a walk.
6 p.m.
Guess who's in? Foxy. Yeah.
Okay, Tony. So you said you went to sea, but what year and what ships?
Okay, right. It's all right. I was just waiting for everyone to settle down with the excitement. Okay, my first trip to sea.
Say hello to Deb, Foxy, first.
Good day, Deb. How you doing, honey?
Hi, Foxy. Good to see you. Hi, everyone.
Hi, Deb.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Deb.
Hi, Deb.
Is that Alistair there?
Hi, Al.
Carry on, Foxy. You'll get there eventually.
First ship,
sorry. You won't be in.
First ship I got picked up from my house. I just got in from the train station from the peanut factory, and within 10 minutes there was a knock on the door. It's a taxi to take me down to Federation. I got given the Dark Canada maiden voyage out of the Bremer Vulcan dockyard. I had to fly over and pick her up. I was 16. That was my first time out of the country, even out of England. I did 6 weeks, 2 days on her. Then I did a month's relief on the Dart Atlantic, still catering buoy. Then I went to the RFA Green Rover, and I did 3.5, 4 months on her. And then I jumped ship in Open Naval Base. I met a girl. I was absolutely, just struck, as they say. Came home, had a committee, got the Canberra in 78, in November 78. Well, Canberra, bellboy, winger. I was a galley rat in the RFA boat. Canberra, I was a bellboy, I was a winger, left her, went to the Oriana. The following year, after the 79 World Cruise, I was bar AS, PRS. Then I left her, went to the P&O Ferries out of Southampton, was there for a bit. Then they thought I was better than I was, and they sent me out to the Sun Princess. And I was there for the Alaskan season in 1981.
Okay, wow, that's just when I left. Okay, Tony.
Then from there, I went back to the Oriana to 86 when she was withdrawn from service. I was PRS, I was assistant barman, I was barman. And then I was back to PRS, as some might remember. Never mind. Enough said about that.
Alistair, right?
Remember, the person I was is not the person I am. Went back. I did, let me see, came off, tried Townsend Forestings and walked off them after 3 days. I couldn't believe it. I thought slave labour had been abolished. BT Marine, British Telecom Marine, where you'd go out to Baltimore for 3 months and stay against the wall. That was built on reclaimed swamp, marshland. Nobody told the mosquitoes. And I woke up one morning looking like John Merrick, the Elephant Man. You couldn't recognise me. I looked like I'd done 15 rounds with Mike Tyson's cat. I went to British Channel Island Ferries, or BCIF, or as they were also known as the biggest.
I know, you remember them all, Foxy.
Oh yeah, easy, yeah. Then from there,
years and good.
There I went over to after a year, I went over to Felixstowe Ferries, P&O European Ferries. When I was with BCIF, I was barman, I was second cook, I was all kinds. So you didn't need certificates there unless you were a chief cook. So I've been around a bit. I went to Felixstowe Ferries with Sea Life, the agency, and they gave me a permanent contract at 9 in the morning, and an hour later they got a telex through to tell us we'd all lost our jobs. It must have been the shortest permanency in history of ferries, and I didn't do nothing to get done. Then that was in. I went back to them for Christmas to help them out. And then 96, January the 3rd, I joined as it was North Sea Ferries as a steward. Went steward, wine barman, second steward barman, and then maitre d'. And then I transferred over to the Pride of Rotterdam when it went to P&O.
Oh my God, that's unbelievable.
Are you writing all this down, Colonel?
Well, in the history of the crew bar, Tony, you have the longest and most precise description of what you've done.
He's only halfway through, yeah.
My thing with the Pride of York with P&O North Sea Ferries was storekeeper. I'd moved back of house because I got sick of working with the public. All this over entitled culture, I can't be doing with it. And you can tell because it's ladies' presents, you can tell your tins of beans and your cases of celery and all that to naff off, and you don't get reported for it, which is good. I then got, when the Pride of Bilbao was withdrawing from service in Portsmouth, they sent their crew up to Hull So I had to train their storekeeper, do my job. The minute I finished training him, they dumped me over onto the private stand, the Dutch ship. 2 years secondment. I was there for 3 months, and they offered me a Dutch contract, and just said if you take a Dutch contract, you'll get paid in euros. You'll get protected by the Dutch Workers' Council. There was all kinds of benefits for taking it. So I did, and then when they got rid of all the British crews on Pinot ferries on St. Patrick's, they couldn't get rid of the Dutch ones because they're still under European law. So I'm still here. I'm still North Sea ferries now for over 28 years.
Wow.
28.
And I'm still going. And I'm told as long as I'm fit and I'm healthy, that I can still carry on until I'm 67.
Yeah.
Which I still go out every day. I'm out. I walk for about 5 to 10 miles most days when I'm on leave. I keep myself healthy. Don't drink. Gave up smoking. Haven't given up wild women. I got widowed a couple of years ago, as most of you know, and last year I met up with somebody, and I've been with her since. So we're just coming up to our anniversary together, and we're going to Rome to celebrate it.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah,
fantastic.
I never thought it would happen to me after
Good to hear.
We were together for odd years.
I know.
It's what it is. Life's pretty good.
That's great.
Where the hell did that young man in the picture go behind Fruity?
Yeah. With the hair.
Yeah. Little feely there. That one.
You used to be young and pretty, Foxy.
Fucking hell, I was young once, but never pretty. Sorry, excuse me.
No, you're right. You're never pretty.
Oh, never changed at all, apart from the hair.
At least you can't be called a ranger now.
Well, that is true. you look at it. I lost my ginger hair and went bald just when it was in time to be trendy, to be bold. First time in my life.
Yeah.
I run a razor over my head every other day, and that takes literally 5 minutes. I timed it, So, and I save a fortune in barber's bills.
Exactly. Oh, you wouldn't have to worry.
That's good. Before we go on, Watsy, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
When is it?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Watsy. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Happy birthday. Score, but happy birthday.
It was yesterday.
Thank you.
Yesterday?
2 days ago.
Oh.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
How old
Thank
are
you.
you, Steve?
I was 66.
Oh,
Clickety
no.
clicks.
Clickety click.
A young'un.
Yeah, wait till
just a young one.
wait till 69, mate, then you have dinner for two.
Oh my God. I've got that gag here ready. He's getting to that age now where I need to gag him.
Never have to lie.
You're long past that.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
want to know about your sex life.
Oh,
So what else is happening? Pete, how you doing, mate?
Well, just telling them about the massive flood we had in Sydney, Macca, over the weekend.
Oh, shit, yeah.
got a month's worth of rain in a day or something, didn't we? Or 2 months of rain.
Yeah. We couldn't sleep, could we, 2 nights ago? And then I was up at 3 o'clock in the morning. I hit the road at 4 o'clock, and it was like
torrential.
There was one road I had to turn around and come back. I couldn't get through. I wasn't going to risk the flood, so I turned the van around and went around the back roads and got around it. Yeah, but it was a little bit like Watsy behind your head, Watsy.
Newcastle Harbour.
So Bobo, where's Bobo?
Bobo,
I'm
yeah,
here.
congratulations,
I'm
Bobo. Yeah,
congratulations.
Well done.
Thank you very much. All went very well. I was very pleased.
Where are you?
I'm back in Wales. Back in Wales.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Well,
Right. No, not at the moment. We've got to sort out quite a few things, but no, it all went well, and we were happy, and all the family came out. They had a great time.
Doing the video at the moment.
Okay.
What's the time frame,
Yeah.
Bobo?
The dinner's in the oven. I went out. If you read your message, I went out to breakfast.
Who was that?
Yeah, Bobo, you have to be careful about marriage these days.
Sorry?
It's called find a woman you hate and give her a house.
Oh dear! But we had a great time. It was, and the yacht, the 60-foot yacht was good. The reception, it was all went well. Abu Dhabi went well. And
actually, Bobo, seriously, I thought your video was the best I've ever seen. It was absolutely fantastic.
He was good.
Your kids there, Bob?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, your kids were all there. Your kids?
Yeah, Matthew came out. My daughter didn't come because she's just moved to. Kent, but to Broadstairs, so it was too much for her. But yeah, some of my friends came up. My niece came out, my twin brother, and it was. It went.
It was
really
a beautiful video, mate. Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, fantastic.
The guy that did that was a Filipino guy, and we got recommended for him, and he was great. He was really good. Yeah. So I was really happy with the video. Yeah. So
good. That's good. Really good.
So you going back to Philippines, or are you staying in England?
I'm staying in England at the moment, but I will be back soon. But we just got to sort a couple of things out. There's a few family disputes going on at the moment with her family, but that's fine. Yeah. So I've got the wedding certificate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got the ring on the finger, mate. That's the main thing.
Yeah, I got the ring on the finger, so that's done. Yeah, so but her family are lovely, really nice. Yeah, so
where you eventually going to reside permanently?
Back in the UK. I won't go to the Philippines. I mean, the problem with if you live in the Philippines or anything like that, if you get sick, and
that's what I'd be about.
I've heard it's not a good health system there.
No.
Yeah. Just stay healthy, Bubba. You'll be fine.
Yeah, that's right. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. But it's a bit hard when you're in your 70s. Yeah. But they're doing okay. It's just starting to rain here. I was thinking I've got my bloody bike and it's pouring down now. Yeah. I'm in Wetherspoons at the moment.
Oh, you're getting rain too.
Yeah.
It looks cold where you are, Alistair.
Yeah, we had snow on Wednesday.
Oh, wow. Really?
And yesterday it was 16 degrees.
Wow. I was talking to Adrian Smith yesterday, and it was 21 in Norfolk.
What was it?
Wow.
Right, 21 in bright sun.
Oh, wow. What's happened to Scotland?
Well, we've had nothing but rain. We've had 2 days now of sun, and that is the only sun we've had.
Oh.
Well, that'd be hard.
So what do you do during the day, Al, when you're on a normal day? No, you're not working or anything.
I cut wood. Yeah. I've got a log farm. Cut wood.
You go to the pub every day?
No. Friday and Sunday.
Right. Okay. And also the football, surely.
And watch a lot of football.
When Hearts are playing, you go to the pub?
No, I watch that in the house normally.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
Like the wee tenants.
But today it's the old firm. It's Rangers.
Glasgow Celtic.
So we're getting prepared for a battle. The police.
Hibs Hearts, is it? Today?
No, it's Rangers Celtic.
Celtic Rangers. Yeah, but you support Hearts. What do you bother about that?
I know, but you like going to the pub. And whoever scores, you just take.
He likes watching good teams play.
No, I don't. I can't stand Rangers and Celtic.
Well, Doris, mate, if you come third in the Scottish Premier League, it's as if you've won.
Yeah, believe you me. Actually, I wish we were going to the Europa League.
Yeah.
Well,
Bob
I can't really talk about soccer at the moment because I think we've been stitched up with this bloody FFP or whatever it's called. Yeah. So anyway, if we beat Spurs tonight, we might be okay, but it's not looking good because the other two have won overnight, Luton and bloody Everton. So anyway,
shit, man.
Yes, Bob.
Hey,
Blackpool Bob.
Morning, all.
Morning,
Hello,
Bob.
Uncle Bob.
All right,
doing, mate.
not bad, mate. You?
Good to see you, Uncle Bob.
Bob.
How are we doing?
Al as well.
Who else? Oh, yeah.
Taffy.
Taffy.
Colonel, I didn't think you were coming on tonight.
No, I tried to explain it. I was talking. We were going to have a double header because of the Easter break, and then all of a sudden, I've got a family commitment with the grandkids. So the UK buzz is not going on today. We were going to do two crew bars, the Aussie and the UK. So the UK is cancelled.
Debbie, the confusion was the term tonight, because it's tonight means UK tonight, not Aussie tonight.
Yeah,
that's what we're getting confused, Dave.
Yeah,
I did try to.
I did try explicit, Dave.
I did try to explain it to someone sat next to you, but it didn't seem to work.
Oh, I know what that is. You're in one and out the other.
How to confuse an Aussie, Dave. How to confuse an Aussie. Yeah, all right.
Doesn't take much.
I must tell Mr. Tony Foxy, the Blackpool Bob went to sea in 1954, sir.
Who?
Blackpool
Who?
Bob.
Oh yeah.
Do you know Bob? Did you sail with Bob, Foxy?
Don't know. Where were you two, Bob? Which ship?
Oh, Christ.
Well, it wasn't on the Strathmore.
First one was Strathmore.
I think if we had sailed together, it would have been Oriana of Canberra or Princess.
Well, I was on Canberra. I didn't go on Canberra till about 69, 70. Before that was Chusan, Himalaya, Oriana, Strathmore, Arcadia.
Before your time, Foxy.
Yeah, well, my time. Yeah. Morning, Alan. Mr. Rogers.
Great to see you.
Taffy.
Great to see you, Tony. Well done.
Yeah.
Hi, Taffy.
Yeah.
Taffy.
The only bloke missing his bloody Ingy. We need to reprimand him. It's not
where
good
is
enough.
Yeah, where is he, Colonel?
He's in bloody France. He's in
France, where apparently they don't have Wi-Fi, which is a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah. And is Steve Walker in Cyprus?
Yeah.
Steve's in Cyprus, that's right, yeah. And they don't have Wi-Fi there neither. So.
Well, he was online. He was on Messenger this morning.
Yeah.
I
know they've got Wi-Fi. I know they've got Wi-Fi.
Where is he?
Cyprus.
Oh, Cyprus.
It's on a cruise. It's on a cruise, isn't he, Dave?
No.
Just holiday in Paphos.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that sounds nice. He's always away.
Oh, Man United must have a difficult opponent this week.
Yeah.
I sure
I've got a lot of messages from him on Wednesday evening.
I bet you did.
Yeah, I know. How are you, Pete?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Yes,
good news, mate. Congratulations.
Yeah, that was really good. It came out of the blue actually because I thought I was going to see about the next stage where we're going to move on to, and it was quite a shock. So yeah, I've still got one or two. Brilliant. Yeah, I've still got one or two other bits to tidy up, but they're all nothing to worry about.
Oh, that's so good, Pete.
Great news, mate. Great news.
Fantastic.
Great news.
Yeah.
Thoroughly recommend the NHS over here.
Yeah. I'll come over and try it out.
I think it depends where you go.
Yeah.
They didn't do a very good job for me.
Uncle Bob, you got a bad one, have you?
Well, my so-called surgeon cut the wrong piece out when he did my op. Left the cancer in my belly.
Was it Pecky?
No, it was English.
Oh, God.
So what? How?
Don't ask me. We'll find out when my solicitors are done with them. But anyway, I had to go back for a second op, which really put me back. It was knackered me. Yeah, but anyway, it's okay now. Touch wood. So,
all right.
You know.
So when was?
Check the chicken.
Yeah.
Want some of that?
How long ago was that?
Oh, September last year.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
I mean, one operation.
I had the first op. And they sent me home, and then they rang me up the day after I got home and said, "Can you come back to see Mr. Barker?" And I went in, and they said, "There's no easy way to tell you this. I cut the wrong piece out and left the cancer in there."
Fucking hell,
God.
Bob. Shit.
So
What did you take out?
I said, "Fuck me," the usual expletives came out, and he said, "I've got no excuse." He said, "I just didn't read the notes."
Oh my God! Oh no!
Mate, you should have said, "Have you got insurance?"
Well, they've got it. I mean,
I
anyway,
can't believe that, Bob.
what happened?
Sue the shit out of him, Bob.
I was at home, and I was walking down the hallway, and I coughed, and my belly split open. The guts started failing out, so they rushed me in, and I got another surgeon, a lady, and she said, "I know about you." She says, "I'll fix you up." So she did it, and I've touched wood. I've been all right ever since.
Well, over here, Bob, that'll be $100 million.
Yeah,
well,
it would be.
We'll see. I won't get anything like that. One solicitor I spoke to said you might get about 25 grand. So
well, that's all right.
Yeah,
I think you'll get more than that, Bob.
Huh?
Yeah.
You'll get more than that.
You get more than that. Get a new solicitor.
Oh, I've got another solicitor. Yeah, I've got another solicitor.
The thing is, it takes so long, Bob. To go through the whole thing.
God, Debbie's sister fell over up at the shops, and we got 50 odd grand for her.
Was it that much? But it took years.
Yeah.
It took a couple of years.
It's just the right. She had the wrong solicitor, and then I put her onto the right guy, and she got 55 grand or something.
Was that much?
Yeah.
Was that much?
Right. We'll see.
And that was falling over the shopping centre.
Well, they've just my solicitor just sent me an email the other day. She says, "I've given them a chance to pay up because they've admitted responsibility." So my solicitor says, "I've given them a chance to pay up. They've got till April the 23rd to pay up before we take it further." So we'll see.
April the 23rd. Oh.
Yeah.
Lawyer
2 weeks.
30 grand.
Oh well.
Their fee's huge.
At least you're okay. That's the main thing.
Yeah, touch wood.
You hear so many things about surgeries where people leave instruments inside people.
Yeah, I know.
But not leaving the bloody object's disease or the object problem.
Yeah.
That just sounds incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never heard anything like that. Taking the wrong piece out, like, God.
That's bad, Bob. Very bad.
Well, there you go. Yeah, it worked. It put my faith in the NHS back a bit, but it was only the one man. I mean, the other people
I watch a show in England. I think it's called Hospital, and they're saying the NHS just doesn't have enough beds for everybody. They're always cancelling people operations.
Yeah, that's right. They are.
People with cancer come in to have their operation, and they have to send them home and say, "Sorry, we haven't got enough beds."
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it's a show I watch. Yeah, terrible.
There's a lot. It's great in this as well, Debbie. COVID really impacted on it as well. But there's millions and millions of people waiting for routine operations. I've got arthritis in my left knee, and I don't even bother. I haven't even bothered to go back to the doctor, because by the time you even get referred and you're seen, there's no point really. You just got to put up.
Why don't you just put your name down anyway, Dave? You might have to
get a cancellation or something.
Well, I doubt it.
So what? That's in the public system. Otherwise, you don't have private health.
Have you got private health?
No.
Yeah. You can have it if you can afford it.
Yeah, it's not cheap though by any means.
No way.
I had healthcare through work, and when I retired, I had the option to keep it on, but it was a very, very large amount of money a month to keep it going. A lot of money.
Yeah, but Dave, when it's your health, it's always cheap.
Well, you say that, but it was quite a lot of money Macca.
It's probably more
Was
than
it?
we pay.
Yeah,
See,
yeah.
we pay.
We pay 300 and something a month.
Yeah.
How much?
I dropped out of private health years ago because it was just
Did
not
you?
worth it. Yeah, not worth it. I mean, I'm
Have you got a
relatively.
Watsy?
Yeah, damn
Watsy,
right.
do you have it?
Yeah,
Oh, mate.
$580 a month.
Oh, how
Yeah.
come you pay
You,
that?
you do.
We pay
Now,
300.
you do know. You do know if you need an operation, you can pay say 5 or 6 grand and get the operation done privately. You don't have to pay for all this bloody monthly bullshit every year. It just racks up too much.
You're right.
Does.
When I had my ear, when I had cancer in this ear, and they had to cut the top off and then redo it. So I had to go to a plastic surgeon, and I was quoted something like 7 or 9 grand, right? I had to pay. And then I said to the doctor, I said, that's ridiculous. He said, well, why don't you go on the public system? And I said, no, I don't want to do that because I'll probably wait 2 years. And then
It's all about the risk.
He said, no. He said, I'll get you in. 2 months later, I was in and had it done public. Cost me nothing.
There you go.
It's all about the risk, Martin. You can't say you can just get it done. You can't say that you can just get it done. My wife has.
No, you got to be lucky, Watsy. Got to be lucky.
Yeah,
I'll give you an example. There was a bloke who I knew. He had a heart problem. And he paid into the private system for years because he thought, well, if I need to go in, I need to go in.
Yeah.
Anyway, he had a heart problem. He had an attack. They took him in, but he'd already dropped out of the system.
Yeah.
And they fixed him up, no charge.
Yeah, we've got North Shore
They're
private
not
and
going to
North
let you
Shore.
die, mate. They're not going to let you die.
No.
We've got some good public hospitals.
They're going to take because they can charge what they like.
Well, my hip would have been about 30,000, I think, if I hadn't been covered.
Well, that's just like a holiday in Italy, you guys.
But Martin, when I got my quote for my ear, the same surgeon, the same plastic surgeon who quoted me, what was it, 9 grand or something, he did the operation anyway.
Yeah, right.
In the public.
No, it's a rort. It's a rort.
Yeah, it's a rort.
You see, that is another thing that impacts on the NHS. These consultants don't just work for the NHS. So they might work for the NHS 2 or 3 days a week, and the other 2 they're creaming it in privately.
Yeah, that's it.
But Dave, if you went to the hospital and said my knee's really bad, I can't walk, or like whatever, would they do anything? Would they?
No, I'd have to go through my doctor. I'd have to go through my GP and to get a referral. And the last time I had, because I actually had an injection in it in 2022, a steroid injection to see if that would help with the pain, and it didn't work. But
no, it doesn't work.
But the first time I was supposed to have it done, the doctor refused to do it because I was on blood thinners, which was a load of bollocks anyhow. For some reason, he had an off day, so he offered me cocodamol, and I said to him, I can't take cocodamol because it blocks me up. He said, oh, well, we've got something we can give you for that. So what did he do? He gave me a fucking load of shit. No, so I took the cocodamol to take the pain away and then spent half the day on the toilet.
Oh, my God.
I took them for 2 days and I felt so ill. That was it. Stopped it.
Oh, that's awful, Dave.
And he wouldn't do that injection. And a few months later, I contacted the surgery again and spoke to a different doctor. He said, yeah, we can do it. I didn't even have to stop taking the anticoagulant. I just went along, boom, done.
Are you in a lot of pain at the moment?
And yeah. And actually, that was good that I went and saw that doctor, because it was the time that my PSA had started going up. And he took my PSA again, and it came back, and he referred me to urology, and it all went on from there.
Oh, okay.
And that journey I cannot complain about, same as Pete. The only problem I had with the NHS was when after I'd had when I was having the radiotherapy, I got something called bronchitis, which was the bleeding in the bowel, and I had to go in a hospital. I was sent to A&E by my oncologist, and I was told I'd needed a blood transfusion. I was in there for 5 days, didn't have a blood transfusion, and there was a follow-up on it for my GP and for the hospital because my heart rate was low, a follow-up with cardiology, and neither of them did anything about it. And again, it was only at the intervention of the oncologist that I actually then saw a cardiologist and found out I was at risk of heart failure.
I tell you, I think we're pretty lucky over here. We don't seem to have those problems, do we? Like,
no, but we pay for it, do we?
Huh?
We pay for it, don't we?
Oh, we're probably one of the highest tax countries in the world.
Yeah, we are. But you go to North Shore Hospital with problems, they'll fix it.
Do you have to take private medical insurance because you're self-employed, Watsy?
No. I've taken it since the first time I lived here, Pete. But I've got to tell you, I mean, you know, Martin says you don't need it. If we didn't have private health insurance, or if we hadn't done, then we'd be out on the streets by now. My wife's had over 20 surgeries when she had cancer. 20 operations, 20 surgeries. Yeah, well, we would have been on the. We would have been on the.
Really?
That justifies.
So you know,
I've been very lucky with my health.
Not every case is the same. You can't talk. You can't.
I'd be scared to stop it now. No.
Yeah.
You can't generalise and say it's not worth it.
No. Well, it's like I've got a disabled son, and they do amazing things for disabled people in this country.
Yes.
The NDIS is, I know it's a huge cost to the community, but I'll tell you, it's better than all these people out on the streets. And, so I can't fault it in that regard. If he needs a new wheelchair, he gets a new wheelchair.
You've done a fantastic job.
Yeah.
Yeah, Martin, you've done a fantastic job over the years.
My son's got type 1 diabetes. If he didn't have private health insurance, then he'd have to get an insulin pump. That costs $10,000 to get an insulin pump to stop him having to give himself 6 injections a day to jab himself for insulin. So he's got a pump, but without health insurance, that would cost him 10 grand every 4 years. That health insurance is fantastic. It's expensive, but it's fantastic.
Yeah, it is.
It is. There's a lot of people dropping out of it, though. Watsy, you must have.
There is absolutely.
Because, they just
as
can't
we get older,
afford
I'm scared to drop out. Like,
we won't drop out.
I'm scared now to drop out because
I won't.
I mean, while we're both working anyway, while we can do it, pay it.
Plus travel insurance. God, that goes up, doesn't it?
Oh, travel insurance is horrendous.
Well, I was going to go to Spain next month with my mates on their golf trip.
Yeah.
And it was going to cost me about £600 the flight, the accommodation, no golf. And when I went to get a quote for a week's holiday, travel insurance, it was £241 for a week. Right. So I said, I ain't going. And I just lost 27 quid deposit on the flight.
Can't you get another quote?
It wouldn't be a lot different. Wouldn't be a lot different.
Surely you can go, and then if anything happens to you, just pay for an airfare to come back. You're only an hour or two away, aren't you?
I mean, how much to the hospital?
You're about 2.5 hours. You're about 2.5 hours. But if it's something serious, Ian, you're not going to be able to get a flight, are you? And they probably wouldn't let you get on there.
It's crazy because it seems that travel insurance is cheaper over here because I was on a cruise. I might have told you about this. And I passed out in the restaurant, and they took me down there. And what it turned out to be was dehydration, and I was missing something like a.
That's what I had.
Me
too.
It's called alcohol.
I was missing something. I spent the whole night in the sick bay, and the bill was $10,000. And I was sure we could get that. My wife, she gets us the best insurance for Alliance. And we had the money in the bank a week after we got home. The whole thing.
One night.
Right. I'll tell you another thing. You go to get travel insurance and they'll ask you, is anyone on this policy going on a cruise?
Yeah.
If you say yes, it'll double it.
Yeah.
We weren't covered.
I said no last time. I didn't tell them last time, and I did get sick. I got dehydrated too.
Yeah, we had to pay.
But I only ended up in the hospital for a couple of hours, and I think it was like $400.
Yeah, but I did a deal with a guy who was a packy doctor. I went down to deal with him.
Ian.
Yeah, break his legs.
Break his legs. But do you still have that card, that e-hit, because that works. You can still use emergency on the continent, and they have it between Australia and the UK as well.
Yeah, but
reciprocal agreement.
Bob, I could have possibly done the same if I'd have gone to Spain because I've got an Irish passport.
Right.
So
I mean, I've still got my card, and I inquired. You can still use it if you.
Yeah. Well, there's the old one. The old one is gone. The old one is finished.
Yeah.
But there is another one you can get, which I've got. But you don't get the same reciprocal agreement as we had when we were in the EU.
You get emergency treatment. I know that.
Yeah, it used to be called an E1. It used to be called an E111. It was a paper document. And if you were taken ill in Spain or someone like that, there was a reciprocal agreement between the UK, so you didn't pay for that medical cover.
You have to have British passport.
Yeah, when I used it once, and I went to this hospital. I needed to have a blood test. It was when I was on warfarin, and I was away for a month, so I needed to have it done. And I had to go there and register with them and take my passport, the blue card, and they set it all up. And then I went back the following day and had the blood test. But you know, the thing is, I don't know how it would work with the Irish one because I've never paid anything into the Irish government like you have done in the UK with national insurance, etc. So I don't quite know how it works.
Well, when I was in Sydney, it was Lisa who told me. I didn't know. She said you don't need to have insurance whilst you're actually there. It's only like when you're flying out, flying back. Yeah, that's the one.
That's the one. Yeah, I think. Yeah.
Just a question for you guys. Foxy might be able to answer this. If you get buried at sea, is there a charge for getting buried at sea?
You're not allowed to.
I think you are.
Can't do it anymore.
To be honest with you, they don't do burials at sea in the North Sea. You're in port every morning.
Well,
mate, I tried doing burials at sea in the North Sea.
Well, the only reason I asked. Well, I thought they'd stop this. Well, the only reason I asked was I was listening to this old bloke and his wife talking about burials and graves and how much it was costing and all that. I said, well, here's a thought for you. How about if you know you're terminally ill, book a world cruise and then you get buried at sea. I says, and it solves it all. I says, but in the meantime, rack up a big bar bill as well, so you won't even have to pay that as well.
Are you going to do Roger Wilkinson?
Roger Wilkinson.
Yeah.
No, I don't think they do burials at sea anymore, do they?
No, they're not allowed to.
Oh man, I know.
Okay. What about ashes?
Well, so what happens on a long cruise then if they haven't got the capacity to free?
They get landed at the next port now.
Okay.
I've got a question for Tony. You mentioned the Pride of Bilbao.
Yeah.
Well, Dave Inge, our anchorman, who's the picture behind me, he was the person on the Pride of Bilbao.
I know Inge. I was on the West Coast with him.
Okay, then there you go.
He was PRS. And
he
on the West Coast on the Sun Princess.
He will be upset that he's not in.
Yeah, I think you should severely reprimand him, Colonel, when he returns.
So, Tony, can you come into the UK one next Sunday, April 14th?
No, because I'm away. I'm working. I'm on duty.
Okay.
Hold on. April 14th. I can do the 21st. Oh, no, I can't because Sunday nights clashes.
Yeah.
I have a meeting that I attend. If you,
Colonel, we need to sort out about how this is going to go with the going forward, because that message I sent you yesterday.
Well, basically, it's real simple. Next week we'll go back to the UK, and then we're on schedule.
No, we're not, because next week should have been an Aussie crew bar.
Yeah, because of Easter, wasn't it?
Okay,
today's was an extra Aussie crew bar.
Okay, then as of now, this is the schedule. The UK is next week, Pooty.
Right.
The next Aussie one's.
But you need to make sure that gets sent out, because otherwise, people like me, I've got it in my calendar.
Okay.
So it will.
Okay.
We'll have to change your calendar, dear, won't you?
Oh yeah, I will. Yes, but I'm just saying it will confuse people, Macca. It confused you about whether it was day or night, let alone which week it is.
It will get sorted, Pooty. It will get sorted.
You tell him, Dave. You tell him.
That's why I love you, Fruity. You are such an old queen, dear. Oh my God.
Less of the old, dear.
I know. Yeah. We're all old, darling.
Yeah.
Tony,
I see it. I see the picture.
Do you mind if I put it up?
No, mate.
Oh, that's good, Al. Yeah. Right. Oh, Alan, God.
That's
You look good there, Al.
You look like a movie star, Al.
That's taken 8 years ago down at Tony's Cafe.
Yeah.
And him and his lovely, beautiful,
Who's the lass?
Rest in peace wife. He cooked me a wonderful breakfast.
Behind it.
And I was on
Who's the lass?
I was on my bike, and I'd had a day out on the bike, and I had a lovely big breakfast at Tony's restaurant.
Who's Tony?
Who's the girl?
That's my wife, Michelle.
That's his wife. Yeah.
Look, guys, look, I've got to love you and leave you. I do have commitments this end of the world. It's been lovely to see everybody, and thank you all very much. And I'll see you next time. Yeah.
Cheers, Foxy. Good to see you, mate. Good to see you.
Cheers, Tony.
Bye. Take care.
Thanks for coming in, Tony.
I wanted to know too. I put my Scotland shirt on today.
Yeah, I'm on my phone. I can't see you very well.
Oh well, I got my Scotland shirt on today.
Aye.
All right, that's enough. There's no way was I going to come in on what's going on in this country about the National Health Service. Because I can tell you, it's taken probably 100 years to build your health service down in Australia, and it's taken us almost 80 years to build our National Health Service. But they managed to fucking wreck it in about 15 years to 20 years.
Yeah.
So it's going to take another 80 years before we've got anything half decent for a health service in this country.
It will probably never recover, Tuffy, because of all the immigration.
It's no good. It's no good going into it. It's no good. Yeah, we'd be here. Yeah. We'd be here until next month, and you won't get it sorted. But it's knackered, and that's it.
It's overloaded with administration. There's more admin than there are doctors and nurses. That's the problem.
Yeah, exactly. It's the same here. They build new hospitals, but they don't adequately, put the right amount of people in there to do the jobs. It's just too much bullshit, too much paperwork.
But to be honest, John, they're very quick. We got 3 royal visits to Wales this year. Cultural attaché from Sydney, Mr. Watsey's come in. The cultural attaché for Seattle, I hope he's still coming. And in about a week's time, we got Mandy Montague.
Oh, really?
She's coming to watch Silverstein. What's his name? The rock star.
Okay.
Oh,
Springsteen.
So we got three royal visits this year.
Well, make sure you make them welcome.
Looking forward to it. Okay, guys.
All right. We'll take it, man.
Yeah, I'm going to go as well.
See you, Alistair.
See you.
See you, guys.
Bye.